Hi, Adrian.
Hey Marissa. Hey everyone.
We have some friends on here. Some of my doTERRA friends are here watching live, so I want to thank
Cool.
them for being here.
Thanks,
I'm
guys.
gonna upload this video to my YouTube channel later so it can have a place to live if you guys want to catch the replay of it later. But I'm so excited to have one of my bestest besties, Adrian Child Wenzebauer. Child is
Yeah.
your name. We have been friends literally since the beginning of time, but actually probably since kindergarten, first grade.
Elementary. Yeah.
Yes,
We go back.
we go way back.
Yeah.
And Adrian is a bright ray of sunshine in my life. She has been my friend for so many years, and we have so many common interests and loves of um, just things that we enjoy. So we've always been really great friends and had a lot to talk about, which has kept our friendship alive for all these many, many years that we've been friends.
I'm so grateful.
So Adrienne is here to talk with us today about cleaning up our environment. She is super passionate about this topic, and I'm really excited to learn more from her today. So Adrienne, why don't you just tell everyone kind of where your mind started being more aware of the planet and keeping it green?
Okay. Well, I think it started, I've always loved recycling and but really minor things. Like if I had a plastic cup, I would just throw it in the recycling bin, didn't really think much more about it. But I had a conversation with a friend. Sorry, let me change that. It was last year. We were on a hike, and she had mentioned that her friend was studying environmental science, and the biggest thing that we could do, and not saying everyone needs to do this, but it really struck me. The biggest thing that we could do to help the environment was to stop eating meat. And so one tip that could be is just incorporating recipes that don't use meat, and Meatless Monday, things like that, because those also make a big impact and can help. But I feel like that really triggered my desire to learn more and do more to help the environment, because I don't know, it just really hit me that the earth will still be here after we're gone, but I want to make it a better place for our kids and for our future generations so that they can
Ooh.
enjoy this planet, because it has so much beauty to offer. But unfortunately, when you go on a trail and it has litter, or there's so much garbage and trash in the ocean, it just it's so sad, and it can really impact what animals will be able to survive in the future too. So just want to keep it
Yes.
going.
Technically, we're animals as well, so we want to
Yeah,
make
it's
sure
true.
that our future posterity can survive. So Mitch is in college right now, my husband, and I picked him up today, and he's like, so we were just talking in class about how global warming has always been a thing, but people I think have thought it's a conspiracy theory for a long
Hmm.
time. But really, scientists are really doing a ton of research and providing us with that now. And he was saying that a study just came out that if we don't really start cleaning up the environment within the next 10 years, it'll be irreversible. And so,
Yeah.
this isn't something that we need to procrastinate or put off. It's things that we need to start doing better today. And
Hmm.
the science is real. It's not just a conspiracy theory that we need to treat our planet better. And I actually had an experience with this a couple of years ago. My family and I went to Glacier National Park. It's in upper Montana
Hmm.
area. But yeah, it's known for its glaciers. And one of the park rangers there was telling us that, it's a good thing you came because a lot of these glaciers are going to be melted by 2025, and just
Uh,
our earth is really deteriorating. And I have also noticed that our people that live here on planet Earth are also deteriorating a lot faster.
mhm.
Why do you think that is, that people are deteriorating faster as well as the planet?
I think, well, this is just one thought I had is I feel like we live in such a fast-paced environment where we just have to be, go, 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 and we want the fastest, most convenient, disposable option. And I feel like no offense to the guy who invented plastic, but I feel like it's a huge issue because it is an endocrine blocker in our system, and we don't even realize oh, just by eating out of a styrofoam takeout container or microwaving it, puts chemicals into our food that we then consume that has like a huge impact. And also like plastic is ending up in the ocean where the fish are eating the plastic and then we are then eating the fish. So it's just like we're eating all of these chemicals that never used to even be around. And not to mention like the air, the environment, like anything that goes into the air we're then breathing, which also has a
Oh
lot
yeah.
of bioeffects. effects. So
I heard a statistic. Don't quote me on it because I can't remember the source, but I did hear a statistic that the air like inside of our homes is often filled with more chemicals than like the outside air with all the pollution that we see. But like
wow.
so much of the chemicals and stuff that are around us every day like might be invisible, so we don't think it's a big deal. But it really is a big deal. You can see it impacting the lifespan of all of the humans that are here on the planet. We're getting so many more diseases and we're just living more processed lifestyles, which in turn
Yeah,
leads to bad health habits. So yeah,
for
totally
sure.
agree with you. How do you live a healthy lifestyle?
I mean, I'm not perfect, and I'm definitely trying
Oh,
to
I'm
incorporate
sure.
different things into my life because I'm learning more. Because I feel like it's a relatively new journey for me. But I always try to like read labels of either food I'm consuming or products I'm using. Like, I like wearing makeup; it's fun, but like I want to make sure it's not toxic or has caused harm to like an animal because I want to play with makeup. Like I want to make sure it's all natural or just clean product that I'm using, especially with like cleaning products. I feel like that can cause, there's so many toxic chemicals there too. Like where it says like warning, like this could, harm a pet or a child. It's like I shouldn't be using it either, and I shouldn't be breathing in these chemicals in my home. So just looking
Exactly.
for natural alternatives is good.
Yeah, that's one of my favorite things with doTERRA is
Yeah.
making my own natural products. Like I make my own house cleaners now. I make my own laundry soap. I make my own toilet cleaner and all that type of stuff. And literally, like all doTERRA's labels say, like you could drink this if like if
Yeah.
it
Like
happens,
it
it's
definitely
fine.
won't harm you or your loved ones. So it's good.
Right. And they're effective too. It's not just like, oh, well, I guess I'm gonna have to compromise on the cleanliness of my house
Yeah.
or my lifestyle or my quality of my makeup brand. No, like there's so many good quality things. I think that we just often take the faster route, like you were saying, or the cheaper route, rather than doing our research or making our DIYs with our cleaners and everything like that.
Yeah.
So totally. Talk to us about your eating habits. What are
Yeah.
some of your favorite healthy snacks?
I love like so I don't eat meat. I am vegetarian, but I'm not vegan, so I'll still eat like eggs and dairy. But I do try to like incorporate just I feel like since I've become vegetarian, I want to eat more like salads and like fruits and vegetables that would just naturally fill me up and don't come in a wrapper, I guess. So it's just like I can just eat an apple or I can just cut up some lettuce and have salad. And so I feel like those are like my favorite go-tos. Sometimes they do take more preparation and like you really have to stay on top of it so it doesn't go bad in your fridge because I've been guilty of like buying too much produce at one time because I'm like, this is all
Yes,
the food I want. And
me
then it's
too.
like, okay, I literally can't eat all this at once. But so I think just like meal planning and strategizing in that way too. But like nuts, like I think like Greek yogurt is a great like high protein alternative if you don't want to eat meat, things like that. So
Yeah, put a couple drops of lemon or wild orange in your Greek
yeah.
yogurt.
Yeah,
I love that as a snack. One of
super
my friends,
natural and like no added sugar that way too, so it's
yeah,
bonus.
yeah, one of my friends said hummus and carrots. I love hummus. Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Have you ever tried to
hummus
make
is
your
good.
own hummus?
I haven't yet. Have you?
No, but I want to because I finally have a good blender. So now I've been like grinding things up in there and was like,
Yeah.
try my own hummus sometime.
If you get a good recipe, let me know.
Yeah.
Yes.
I also forgot when we were talking about makeup that you just did
Mhm.
a really great blog article on your website of some cruelty-free and chemical-free products, makeup products that people can use. So why don't you tell us your blog link and I will also put it like in the description and in the
Okay. Yeah, my blog, I just started it. It's Live to Love, so live number two, love, planetearth.blogspot.com. So yeah, I have
Yeah.
a few different articles, the one on cruelty-free cosmetics, because there was a little bit confusion because with cruelty-free that also does like help with medicine and cancer research. So like it's mostly just targeted toward cosmetic use because I don't think suffering is
Right.
beautiful. So
Right.
want to make sure our cosmetics are cruelty-free.
Awesome. All right. Well, let Adrienne share like 3 things that we can do starting today, starting right now, to help clean up the environment and to treat Mother Nature a little better.
So one thing, I did already say it, but like just incorporating Meatless Monday if you haven't adopted that already, or if you like are okay with those recipes that are meat-free, like doing it as often as you want and feel comfortable with, because less meat does decrease global warming, and it does decrease like the harm. Like, because when we eat animals, they are pumped full of like, this is kind of weird, sorry, but they are pumped full of like growth hormones and antibiotics that are like not good for us as humans. But if you were also like going to like a factory farm, if that was like another alternative you could do, that where they were treated humanely and not have those bad chemicals in them.
All
And
right,
then
Meatless
another
Monday,
one,
I'm committing.
okay, you got this, girl. Another one is to ditch single-use plastic. This has been like a huge eye-opener for me, realizing how much plastic I use on a day-to-day basis. Like whether it's like a water bottle or like, you know, those like to-go coffee cups or the plastic bags at the grocery store, the produce bags, like there's so much plastic around us. And so I've just like been really committed to bring my own grocery bags. I got my own like produce bags too, so I don't have to feel like I have to use plastic that way. Using my own water bottle. If you know me, I always have water with me because I love water.
Yes, you're a water hog.
True story. And then, so I think just like focusing on those little things that you can do, like recognizing where you're using, because the problem with plastic is it doesn't decompose ever.
Right.
So it's just going to be on our earth, filling up the landfills, filling up the oceans, and it's not going to go away. And I think a huge problem is that when we're using our cup, we're like, okay, I'll just throw it away, and we think it's gone, but it's not. It ends up, you know, if you live by a coastline or by a river, it does end up in the ocean. And so I think just like being more conscious of like using less, and then also just recycling if you do have a lot and you're like, okay, like making small changes here and there, but like look for the label, like little recycle label that has the number that it is, like whether it's a number 2 plastic or number 4 plastic, whatever. And then you can go to earth911.com and you can actually look up where you can recycle those. So if your community doesn't have like a curbside pickup or only offers like our community only picks up like certain items. So I've been saving other items and then taking them somewhere else, which it doesn't like, it sounds like it's like really obnoxious and annoying, but like if you just save them, then you can do all at once. Like just have a box in your car and just fill that up. And then when you go out to Salt Lake or wherever you're living, then you can take it where the big recycle places, like the dumpster or wherever you're going. So
I've also noticed that some grocery stores like have a recycling thingamajig like inside of them.
Yeah.
Like Walmart does. You know, I don't shop at Walmart.
It's like bring your bags back.
But yeah, I've noticed they have a recycling system. What I don't know about any other stores actually. I've just noticed that at Walmart. But yeah, great tips. Anything else?
I think, I mean, if you use the Earth 911, it's super, like, I learned so much by going on that website, just like learning like which products can be recycled where. And Burt's Bees, like, little plug for them, because they have a program, if you buy any of their products, like, you know, the chapstick tubes, the lipstick, the face wipes, whatever it is, they'll pay for you to mail them back to them, and they will take care of recycling them, which I think is so cool. And it just like makes me want to like buy all of my products from them, because I'm like, oh, this is like a plastic chapstick tube. What do I do? Like, how do I recycle this? But they'll like take it back and handle it, so it's really cool.
I do love their like tinted lip.
Yeah, me too.
Like, is it lip balm? Is it lipstick? I don't know.
Lip balm, and they have lipsticks too, and they're cruelty-free.
Yeah, I love their lip stuff. So good.
Yeah.
Awesome. Okay, well, there is our 3 tips. Did I miss, or did you have one more?
Meatless Monday, ditch single-use plastic, and then recycle using Earth 911.
Perfect. I love those tips. And then this is like so random and off topic, but I'm like obsessed with babies right now, and I'm like really baby hungry. So I've started thinking about a lot of things. I'm not pregnant, but you know, just thinking about it.
Yeah.
How do you feel about how do you feel about diapers? Do you want to use like cloth diapers?
Yes, I want to use cloth diapers. There's actually a really cool YouTuber I found. Her name is Ellen Fisher. If you have
Yes.
not followed her at all, she just promotes like veganism and plant-based living, but also just like leaving less of a footprint on the earth. And she's just like she does a video on cloth diapers for her babies, and it just like made it seem super realistic and like because like I feel like before I was like there's no way I could ever do that. But now like I don't know, just like watching her video and like obviously videos you only see like a little blurb of their life, right? But I just feel like that education was like, oh, that's not that hard. Like it's just like it's using it may be a different change that you have to make and it just like I don't know, like you just have to like learn to adapt in that way, but I think it could make a big difference and yeah. I definitely want to.
For sure. I know that diapers are like one of the worst things that are in landfills.
Yeah.
So I don't know, I've just been thinking about that. Are there any good like documentaries maybe on Netflix that you have watched to increase your awareness of plant-based living and like a more eco-friendly lifestyle?
I watched
Or YouTube?
I watched A Plastic Ocean on Netflix and that was like super just like eye-opening on like how much plastic is in the ocean and how much they said by 2050 more plastic than fish will be in the ocean, which was just really sad if we don't change. And I also watched What the Health on Netflix. That's more like really promoting like a plant-based diet to like help prevent diseases because of like all the growth hormones and different byproducts that are in the animal products that we consume. I've heard of, and I started watching Forks Over Knives and Cowspiracy. I haven't watched all of those, but I've heard they're really good on like just promoting like healthy plant-based eating as well. So
cool. Awesome. Some great tips for everybody. And do you have any book recommendations as well?
I read the book Eating Animals, and I think it's a really good book because it doesn't say like you should never eat animals. Like it's not like trying to make, like it's not really forceful or like intense because I feel like a lot of like documentaries or YouTube videos can be like kind of intense and you're like, I don't know if I want to like change my whole life right now. Yeah. So it can be like kind of a struggle. But I feel like the book Eating Animals, it just really highlights all sides and all spectrums of factory farming. And it gave me a lot of education that I really appreciated. And it wasn't like pushy at all. I really liked how it educated in that way.
Yeah. Man, I love it. I'm excited to go look up some of those resources because I'm still a carnivore. You know, I want to live a more plant-based lifestyle. So some more education will be great for me and my husband. We've been thinking about trying the paleo diet, but I think you still eat meat in that one.
Yeah, they might. I don't know a lot about it, but
yeah, I don't either. I'm not super big on diets because I like just trying to listen to my body and not like being super
like if you're eating healthy.
Because when I am super restrictive, then I like binge later. So I'm like, I love treats and I know sugar isn't good for me, but instead of like saying, okay, no sugar, and then like on the weekend I'll be like, okay, treat yourself, and then I like pig out and have like a ton of it. I just instead am like minimizing and like my favorite thing is to just get like a bag of chocolate chips and like after dinner I can have like, you know, 5 chocolate chips or something and that will satisfy my sweet tooth craving, and it also is not super restrictive but also allowing me to treat myself a little bit. Cool. Well, since my page is all about the essential oils, I know you're an essential oil lover, so do you want to share maybe your favorite essential oil and kind of how you incorporate them into a plant-based lifestyle?
Yeah, I have it right here. My favorite, I have like so many favorites, so it's really hard to choose, but this is probably the one I use the most. It's lavender, doTERRA brand. I love it because like I've used it for like burns, sunburns, like when I had really bad reaction to sunburns, just like calming aid, like soothing anxiety, like help you sleep. Like I feel like there's so many benefits and it smells really good. So I just like love lavender so much. I love like, and coming soon to my blog, I did an interview with Marissa on essential oils, so there will be like more information there too. But I love like just incorporating them, and Marissa kind of talked about this, was just like making a preventative care, like just like using these things to help you in your life right now. And also like it won't, like there are certain diseases out there, certain sicknesses and ailments that essential oils can't help, obviously. Like there's medicine for a reason in this world.
Yeah.
But I feel like there's so many things that essential oils have helped me with, like simple fixes in my life where it's just like, oh, help me get better sleep so I don't have to be so dependent on sleeping pills, where I have been, and it doesn't make you feel good because there's so many
Yeah.
like bad side effects to other things too. So yeah.
Yeah, that's like my favorite thing with essential oils is like there really aren't side effects.
Yeah.
And
Just the
you can't
natural
really overdose.
product.
Like some of them you want to dilute, but like you
Mhm.
can use them as much as you like. It's not like you have to wait 12 hours to use one
Yeah.
again. So
It's
I mean,
another
I
pill.
probably like I should do like a tally mark sometime of like how many times I actually use essential oils in a day. I'd
Yeah.
be curious. I feel like I'm
Yeah.
using them all the time, nonstop. But I love that. And yeah, essential oils are beautiful. They have really helped me like being more aware of the environment, really, because
Mhm.
like, okay, I love the essential oils, and what are they? Okay, they're plants. So then I'm
Yeah.
like, oh, I want to eat more plants, and then I want to go take a walk in nature, and I want to go be in the plants, and then I start thinking about things like, oh, like all this trash is here, like I want to help the plants because I love my
Mhm.
oils, you know.
Yeah.
Really like helped me become more aware. And like I said on the blog that she's going to post next week, they just really help connect us to Mother Nature, which
Mhm.
I think is beautiful. When we're using the essential oils, like we're applying them on ourselves and we're like really taking aware of ourselves. I use them a lot for emotional support, and so
Yeah.
you have to be really like in tune with yourself and really aware rather than just like popping something in your mouth and hoping it fixes it, you know.
Yeah. And
some
like
of
not even thinking about it.
some
We
of
just
our problems are
pop
deeper
it.
than just like I have a headache. You
Hmm.
know, it makes me think like I wonder why I have this headache, and think more about like the things I'm eating and things I'm around.
Yeah,
So, and
for
that's
sure.
also so special. Like, I don't have children yet, but I've heard from so many mommies that it's like a really special thing for them to be able to take something like lavender and, you know, like give their child like a massage and just have like that connection moment. So,
Hmm.
like, you're not only connecting with like another human, but you're also like connecting with Mother Nature. And it's just like, it's just a beautiful process. And I just love the oils so much.
Yeah. And it's just a very simplistic part of your health and wellness and even like beauty routine. Like if you add it in skin items or, you know, anything, it
Yeah,
just like is a simple product that can make a big difference in your life. So.
so true. Well, do you have any closing remarks for us today?
Um, I mean, definitely check out my blog if you haven't, live to love planet earth.blogspot.com. And I mean, I just want everyone to know I'm not perfect at being healthy or saving the earth,
Yeah.
but I definitely am just like really passionate about it and I love learning more. So if anyone has like any other insights that have worked for them or helped them, like I would love to hear from them too. So,
So
yeah.
true. I love Adrian's perspectives. I'm glad we could do a collaboration today.
Me
It's
too.
fun
Thanks,
to have
Marissa.
like a friend, like I don't know if accountable is the right word, but just to share things with. It's really
Hmm.
um, nice to have someone that like totally relates to you. And so, you know, any of you that are watching this, if you ever have any questions, like please feel free to reach out to either Adrian or I. We would love to, you know, kind of help guide you through your plant-based journey, so to speak. And of course, like Adrian said, we're not perfect, but part of it is just learning and exploring and and serving and being friends. So love that. Thank
Yeah.
you for coming
It's
on
fun to
the
have like
Instagram.
common interests that, like you said. So be our friend and talk to us
Yeah.
about all the oil, plant, earth love things.
Yes. Love it.
So,
Well, I'm going to end the Instagram, but like I said, I'm going to put the video up on YouTube. So if you missed some of
okay.
it, like to catch up later, any of you guys can. And Adrienne, like I said, her blog is live to number 2 loveplanetearth.blogspot.com. So you can catch up with her there. And also your Instagram. Do you want to, is it A Wens
A wins 127.
Yeah, WENZ wins,
Yep.
A wins 127. If you have any questions for her or want any more information on like the resources she talked about, I will try and post on the YouTube video some links to, like, I know you've been using some really cool bags for your ditching your single-use plastic and straws, and a couple other links like to YouTube documentaries and everything that we talked about there. So you can catch up over on my YouTube channel, or I will also post this somewhere on my website, which will be up within the next few days. So
cool.
Okay, thank you, Adrienne. Love you.
Bye, everyone. Bye, Marissa.
Bye, everyone.
Love you too.